what has made the issue of real urgency is the manipulation of the market addressing oil production and distribution, exacerbated by the Russia-Ukraine war. And clearly the prices are rising, and all sorts of products touching and concerning energy, and you go also off the spin-offs with fertilizer and the like. And we had to, in a sense, take, in cricketing terms, a fresh guard in light of these new circumstances. There's one obvious one with the supply of energy through the Petrocaribe arrangement, which is very favorable to several countries in the Caribbean, including, and especially so, the independent countries of the OECS, but other countries within CARICOM. As you are aware, the unilateral sanctions by the United States administration imposed during the time of President Donald J. Trump in relation to Venezuela brought, for all practical purposes, the Petrocaribe arrangement to an end. This arrangement delivered important financing benefits to countries participating. But the arrangement was brought to an end because the sanctions would have affected the actual shipping arrangements and the financialization behind this, the monetary system, the payment in dollars, and all the rest of it. And the circumstances are propitious for us to call, and we have in fact made a decision, and it's in the communique and you will see it, for an end to these sanctions in relation to which would touch and concern the Petrocaribe arrangement and more broadly. Because look, after all, because of what is happening in Europe, we hear that the United States of America wants to give the Europeans a carve-out, a special carve-out in relation to these sanctions, unilateral as they are, in relation to energy products out of Venezuela. We see the Americans themselves are going down to Caracas on 2 occasions now to see if they can make arrangements to get additional energy products. Because what is happening, we all know, we read about it, we hear it on CNN, BBC, all the networks, and those who are in the know, that the sanctions made, in part, made the Russians make more money from energy to help them to fund, in part, the war. These are known facts. Well, you can't, on the one hand, looking for carve-outs for Europeans. You can't, at the same time, go into Venezuela looking for some special arrangement to get more oil. And then we are suffering. So it is only natural that we put this issue square on the table. And I can say this. 10 weeks ago, I was in Caracas, and I spoke to President Maduro about the resumption of the Petrocaribe arrangement, and in fact, the decision has been made for the resumption of it, all things being equal, and with a 35% off the top, up front. So clearly we want to go and get this. Similarly, we know that the arrangements between Trinidad and Tobago and Venezuela with the border, the exploitation of the LNG, where the sanctions have already had hit that. That is a matter which we discussed, and to talk to our American friends about the unilateral sanctions in this regard. We are not doing this in any combative way. We are not doing it in any confrontational way. There's a dialogue, a conversation between friends, CARICOM and the United States of America, and the Venezuelans are also our friends. And this is how responsible, mature leaders are trying to address an issue which is very much in front of us. So that is a specific bundle of issues concerning energy, in addition to all the other pre-existing ones.